So with the new Derby manager, Frank Lampard, how does that feel? How does that sound?
Yeah, it sounds good actually when you say it. I mean, it's fresh, obviously, and I'm happy. I'm very happy. I mean, I'm fortunate to be at this club. I think it's just the size of it, the fan base, the history, the opportunity for me is great. You know, there's no doubt about it. Having spoken to the board and Mel Morris about this opportunity, it led me to one conclusion, and that this is a great chance for me to step into my managerial career.
So why now then? Why at this particular period did you decide you wanted to take that next step in football?
Well, I've been working towards it. I've been working towards it since actually probably in my playing days. I realised into my 30s that this is what I wanted to do. When I finished, I played under so many managers and became so interested in the good bits that I wanted to take from them and to mould my own idea. So that started then. As soon as I finished, I've started on my my B licence, my A licence. I'm on my pro licence at the end of the year. So I did all the work as much as I could there. And this just feels right. You know, I've just, as I say, the opportunity arose. I've had 18 months out of the game. I'm competitive. I missed the edge. I like the idea of being able to come somewhere, improve individuals, hopefully improve a team. That's my massive aim this year.
So what's the dream for you? Is it actually getting promotion this year?
Of course. I mean, I'm used to playing for clubs that every year set out their stall to be successful on every front. And we know what the aim is here. So I'm certainly not going to sit here and say we will get promoted. At the same time, it's our aim, because that's how it should be. The quality of this squad, this club is what it is. You have to start with that aim. So I'll be saying that from day one when we go back to pre-season. We set our standards very high, we work very hard, and we hope to achieve them.
You played at the top level for a very long time. This is the Championship. Just how much do you know about the division, how competitive it is?
Well, I watch it all the time. You know, I didn't play in it. I played in the Premier League. And I know how competitive it is. I'm under no illusions. Nothing's a surprise for me in terms of watching it. Of course, there'll be a huge amount of work between myself and my team, week in, week out, preparing ourselves, looking at the other teams that we're coming up against, getting to grips with the physical side of the league and the competitive nature of probably the hardest league in the world to get out of. But that's our aim. So there will not be anything from our point of view that will go amiss in terms of getting up to speed of what we need to do, and then it's down to the players and the quality we have in this squad and the changes we may make. I firmly believe we can have a real good go at it.
What sort of style of play can the Derby fans expect from a Frank Lampard team?
Well, a fast-paced style. I want to play attractive football. The teams I played in generally try to play attractive, forward-thinking football. But for me, it starts with the idea off the ball and the work ethic within the team. I think that's what all fans will instantly respect, is a team that goes out there and shows them how hard they want to work for this club. That needs to be demanded every day in training. So the aggression without the ball and aggression with the ball. Let's move the ball quickly and try and score a lot of goals, and then, of course, at the end of it, let's try and win.
What sort of conversations have you had with the hierarchy at Derby in terms of the money that you'll be able to spend this summer? Have you already got your eyes on certain players?
I've got my eyes, and we've had those conversations. I don't think I need to give you exact details, but I think everybody knows that there is probably a very big squad here. So there will be changes that need to be made, and we're looking at bringing youth through into the team, whether it's from within or whether it's from outside. So those are all decisions for myself and the board. One of the things I was very impressed with in the conversations is how open we are. I know exactly what I'm going into now. The board are very open with me, and I'll make changes that need to be made if they need to be made, but at the same time the idea is to keep us really competitive to be successful.
So in terms of your particular managerial style, are you going to take bits from the great bosses that you've played under over the years? Is that the obvious thing?
That's the aim. But I mean, as I say, I certainly don't want to be anybody else. I'm not a clone. I played under so many that it's a case of me trying to collate what I've taken in from everybody, and that's what I've tried to do. And you think, I haven't slept that well for a week because I'm thinking about all the decisions I want to make, all the things I want to do with this team here and this squad here. So yeah, it's putting that all together. But I will be my own person. I have my own ideas. They're not set in stone, but I'm very strong on them, and I will work towards those emphatically, and the players will come with me. Well, that's what I want from them.
You could have taken the comfy option and just been a media pundit for the rest of your days, but you seem to have like a fire burning inside you, the way you're talking about it.
Yeah, I do, and I've really enjoyed. I needed, when I finished. It's been 18 months now. I needed a change. The media's been great. I've really enjoyed it. I've worked with great people. It's allowed me to keep watching games, have one foot in the game. It's allowed me to do my coaching badges around that, and now the time's ready. So yeah, the fire is burning, and having been out of the game for a while, this is an incredible challenge for me. Even being in this stadium here gets me excited for the start of the season.
Yeah, there's lots for you to do ahead of the start of the new season, which is a couple of months away. But how difficult will it be not to have one eye on what England are doing in the World Cup?
I can do both. I can definitely do both, but I will have one eye. You know, I'm patriotic. I hope the team do well. It's a young squad with lesser expectation than previous years. I think that's good for everybody. But we do have stars in there. We do have emerging stars as well. That this could be their platform. So I expect them to do well, and I hope they do well. And yeah, I'll be planning pre-season and looking at that as well. So it's interesting. Yeah, this is now obviously my main aim, getting it right here, and I will be very organised and ready come the end of June when we come back pre-season.
Frank, thanks for your time today.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks very much.